In this episode of FTD Facts, here are 10 body parts that will surprise you from all around the world. My name is Leroy Kenton, and the first body part we're going to look at is the longest tongue. Nick Stoberl has the longest tongue, and it measures 10.1 centimeters, 3.97 inches from its tip all the way back to the middle of the closed top lip. Nick Stoberl's father was a huge fan of the band Kiss, and as a child, Nick would imitate Gene Simmons, and then he discovered for himself that his tongue was actually much longer than others. The next body part is the smallest waist, and the smallest waist belongs to Kathy Young, who was born in the year 1937. She's had her waist measured in two ways. The first way was with her corset on, and her waist measured 38.1 centimeters, which is 15 inches. And then her waist without the corset measures 53.34 centimeters. And the most surprising thing about this is that she's never had any surgery, nor does she eat any sort of special diet or exercise to maintain her waist. Next up, we have the longest nose. The longest nose currently on a living person measures 8.8 centimeters or 3.46 inches long. And this is measured from the bridge to the tip. The owner of the longest nose is Mehmet Özyorek from Turkey. Back in 2010, he appeared on TV, and that's when his nose was measured to be the longest. So, who has the largest feet in the world? Well, the current record for the largest feet is held by Jason Orlando Rodriguez Hernandez from the country of Venezuela. His feet measures 40.55 centimeters, which is 1.33 feet, and the other foot measures 40.47 centimeters, equal to 1.32 feet. And because of his mammoth-sized feet, he wears a US size 26. Are you ready to see the longest ear here? Well, this man, Victor Anthony from Madurai, India, has the longest hair coming out of his ears. His hair, when you measure it from the center of his outer ears, measures 18.1 centimeters or 7.12 inches. Before him was also a man from India by the name of Ranhakan Bajapai, who measured 13.2 centimeters or 5.19 inches. At the halfway mark in this episode, we have Kim Goodman. Now, Kim Goodman, she doesn't have the largest eyes, but in actuality, she's able to pop out her eyeballs to a protrusion of 12 millimeters, which is 0.47 inches beyond her eye sockets. Her eyes were measured on November 2nd, 2007 over in Istanbul, Turkey. And to determine this, she had to be measured by an optometrist using a special device known as a proptometer. We travel all the way to Angola for the world's widest mouth, and that belongs to Francisco Domingo Joaquim, aka Chiquino. Francisco's mouth spans 6.69 inches, and he's held this record since 2010. Francisco has a connective tissue disorder that allows his mouth to stretch so wide open. We visit India again to look at the longest fingernails. Sridhar Chalal of Pune, India, he started growing his fingernails on his left hand when he was just 14 years old. His nails all measured together at a combined length of 909.6 centimeters, which is 29 feet, 10.1 inches. These are the nails only on his left hand, and for his right hand, he keeps them trimmed. However, due to his nails growing for so many years and the weight on his left hand is left permanently disabled. In 2010, Sridhar traveled to the United States to get them cut finally after 66 years. The country of China brings us the biggest hand, Liu Hui. He was born with his left thumb, his index, as well as his middle fingers much larger than normal. His left thumb measured 26 centimeters, equal to 10.2 inches, and his index finger measured 30 centimeters, which is 11.8 inches, and the middle finger sat at 15 centimeters, or 5.9 inches. The overall weight of his left arm was about 10 kilograms. That's equal to 22 pounds. However, he's since gotten surgery and reduced the size of his hand to a normal size. Now, the most surprising body part in this episode is the stretchiest skin. Gary Turner from the United Kingdom is able to stretch his skin from his stomach to a length of 15.8 centimeters, which is 6.25 inches. This is all due to a rare condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and this is a condition where the collagen that strengthens the skin and determines its elasticity becomes defective, and this results in the skin becoming a lot more loose than normal. So that was your list of the most surprising body parts from all around the world. And if you really enjoyed this episode, here's a video of the most surprising beauty practices from around the world. After watching this episode, you'll be convinced that beauty is truly in the eye of the beholder. And for more FTD facts, be sure to subscribe by hitting that subscribe button and that bell notification. We post daily here on FTD Facts, so come back tomorrow and the day after for even more exciting episodes.